Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for August favorites. So I've got a lot of stuff to get through and I've done something a little bit different with my August favorites. I've got a pile of stuff that were my absolute favorites for the month, things I used consistently all month long. And then I've got another pile of stuff that I was kind of hesitant to call them favorites because I maybe didn't use them a whole lot, but they are things that I got recently that I really love and that I wish I'd used more. But the reality is I only have one face, and there's only so many products I can put on each morning, and so I didn't want to leave them out, but didn't quite want to call them a favorite either, but anyway, yeah. Favorites and the honorable mentions, so I'm going to launch into it here, and I'm not going to say a ton about each product just because there's quite a few things to get through. So I've got a brush here. This was a favorite. I picked this up a few weeks ago from EcoTools. It's their, it's like a long-handled kabuki brush. They call it a bronzing brush, but I actually used it for buffing on liquid foundation. I also used it for like blending stuff out. If my blush was too strong, I would use it for that. It's really dense, really full and soft, and just a really, really fantastic quality brush. That was definitely a favorite. The L'Oreal Extreme Collagen Volumizing Mascara. I've tried other L'Oreal mascaras, but this one is by far my favorite from that brand. It's got the traditional style wand, so I like it better than the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes because that one has a plastic wand, which I'm not crazy about. And yet this is better than the original Voluminous too. It's not as clumpy, yet it just really builds up the lashes, fans them out. Makes them look really, really nice. So love that. And also the NYX Doll Eye Volumizing Mascara, which I've talked about before. I use that one quite a bit too. Something I bought a while ago, but it's kind of made a comeback here recently, is the Fox in a Box blush from Hard Candy. This is Hot Flash. I just pulled this out a couple weeks ago and I've used it pretty much every day since. I mean, you really have everything you need here. There's a peach, a pink, a really bright hot pink, and then kind of a bronzy shade that you can use for bronzing or contouring. I tend to use this with my e.l.f. angled bronzing brush because it's the perfect size to just dip into one or two of the colors and kind of gives me a lot of control over how I want to combine these shades. And yeah, it's just a really versatile product. Pigmentation's great. It kind of goes with everything, so I guess that's why I've been using it a lot lately. After watching Nicole's July favorites last month, I picked up another one of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows in Hourglass Beige, and I've been using this a lot lately as an inner corner highlight, and it's just so pretty used for that. It's warm and shimmery without being too over the top, and it's just gorgeous. I love it. From Physicians Formula, I got one of their custom eye enhancing eyeliner trios. This is the one for blue eyes, so you get a black, a blue, and a brown, and these are fantastic. They're creamy, you can smudge them and blend them if you want, got great pigmentation, and they last all day long. Once they set on your eyes, they don't budge. Love those. From Sleek Makeup, which is a UK drugstore brand, which you can order online at sleekmakeup.com, I got a couple of these pout polishes, which are tinted lip balms. So this is the shade Powder Pink. Looks like that. It looks really bright in the pot, but it actually goes on quite sheer. It's just really pretty. These are just my kind of product, because I have so many days where I don't want to wear lipstick or gloss, but I still want a little bit of color. And they're really creamy and moisturizing. They've got an SPF 15, so they're going to give you a little bit of protection from the sun. I think I'm really going to love these in the winter time. So I got this one in Powder Pink, and then I have another one which is actually in my purse right now, which is like a really much deeper berry shade called Perfect Plum, I think. Yeah, love these. And I love the packaging too. It's really cute, and it's different than anything we have here in North America, so those are fantastic. And they have a really yummy kind of vanilla smell, so if you like vanilla, that's great. A skincare product that I picked up a little while ago at Walmart from, I think the brand is called Formula 10.0.6. Not sure what that's about, but it's the Seriously Shine-Free Mattifying Oil-Free Moisturizer with Aloe Vera and Bamboo. Now when it comes to skincare products, I'm a big skeptic. I usually don't put much faith in any of the claims that skincare companies make, but I really like this moisturizer. I feel like my skin has turned around in a big way since I started using it. It's more clear, it's softer, smoother, the skin tone's more even, it just looks and feels healthier than it has in a long time. And the only thing I've been doing differently lately is using this moisturizer every night before bed. I think it might be the aloe vera that's in it, because if you look at the ingredients, this is a water-based moisturizer, and then right after water, aloe is actually the second ingredient in the list, which means there's actually a significant amount of aloe in this. So many skincare products brag that they have aloe, and then you look at the ingredients and it's listed down at the bottom with the fragrance and all the preservatives, and it's like, yeah, there's really not enough aloe in there to really do anything for you, but that's not the case with this, so I'm not ruling out that my good skin lately is just a coincidence. It could be, but I really do like this moisturizer and I'm going to continue to use it. And then, very exciting, we finally got the Wet n Wild 8 shade Color Icon palettes here in Canada, and so I picked up all 3 because they're just so cheap. They're like less than $5 each, and you get 8 really terrific shades in each one. And I use these a lot. There's just so many different looks you can create with them. The possibilities just go on forever. It's actually even a little bit overwhelming when you sit down to use one of these, because it's like, oh, which colors am I going to pick? There's just too many to choose from. But pigmentation is great. Texture is really great. Honestly, there's some shades in here that are better than what you get from brands like MAC. So, and I mean, look at it this way. In terms of value, if you were to pick up all 3 of these palettes like I did, you're getting 24 really fantastic quality eyeshadows for less than what you would pay for one eyeshadow from MAC. So, I mean, it's really a no-brainer, I think. Okay, so those were the things that were favorites, the things that I used a lot in the month of August. And then I've got another pile of stuff here, which are things I really love that I got recently that I just didn't use as much as I would have liked, because I only have one face. So, along with those pout polishes that I got from Sleek, I also got one of their Eye Divine eyeshadow palettes that are also really popular. So this is the Bad Girl palette, which is all really deep smoky colors. There's some charcoals, there's some blues, purples, greens, and then a couple of softer neutral shades that you can use as highlights. And I wish I had more than 2 eyes so that I could use this more, because it's just really gorgeous. The colors are so insanely pigmented. I mean, they are just, wow. You actually have to be careful not to look like a raccoon when you use them. They are that pigmented. And I also got a Sleek blush, which is a bit tricky to open, but I got it in the color Scandalous, which is this insanely bright, like fire engine red. And it looks terrifying in the pan, but if you use a light hand, it kind of just gives you a nice rosy red flush. So I really like that, and wished I'd used it more this month. What else? If you're in Canada, the Annabelle, which is a drugstore brand here in Canada, they've come out with these things called smudge paints. So what they are is they're a gel product that come in a little pot. And you can use these as a liner or as an eyeshadow. And they come with their own little built-in brush in the cap, like that. And these are just really terrific to use either as liner, or I really like to use them as bases for powder shadows. Especially if you're doing a smoky eye. The colors I got Plumbed, which is like a really deep sort of blacky purple color, and then I got Tar, which is just a basic black. And I really like those. From e.l.f. I got their Makeup Mist and Set, and this is a really handy product. I've been using this off and on for, like, to freshen up my makeup at the end of the day if I have had makeup on all day and then I have something I have to go do at night and I need to freshen up but don't have time to reapply everything. I just mist my face with that and it works really well. It kind of makes the foundation look freshly applied. It makes the skin kind of feel a little bit cleaner and nicer. And it also works really well for foiling eyeshadows. I've discovered I used this yesterday to dampen a shimmery eyeshadow and put that on the lid, and it gave it that nice, intense, metallic finish. So I really have been pleased with that. I mean, it was only $3. And then last but not least, certainly not least, after watching Nicole rave about it so many times, I couldn't resist, and I got the Tarte for True Blood palette, and wow. This palette makes me feel so creative just because there's so many like intense, bright colors, but there's a lot of great neutrals in there. I wish I'd used it more this month because it is really a really terrific palette. The shadows are really nice quality, and then you get these fun little goodies down below in the drawer. I actually haven't tried either the primer or the mascara yet. I'm kind of saving those for a rainy day. But I have tried this gel liner and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this sitting out when I'm done this video because I really want to use this more. And you know what it is? I'm really going to love it for fall because these are fall colors. Yeah, so those were my August favorites, things I used consistently, and a few things that I maybe didn't get to use as much as I would have liked, but I love them just the same. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.